Come on back, Chun-Li. Oh, we live. Alrighty, y'all. We are back. Oops. Seems like YouTube knocked us off. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, we got volume. Something happened where we had no volume on the computer at all. We literally had no volume on the computer at all. Now, some people asked me to play a few songs, and seems like YouTube got a little tizzy about it. So let's try it again and see if they knock us off again. Now, Ava asked us to play a song, and we're gonna try it, and we'll see if they'll knock us off again. Because you asked me to. Why did you say that? Dude, everybody was nice to you today. What are you talking about? You wasn't on the show today. Wait a minute. Hold on. The link is in the chat. You've already been on the show. What are you talking about? You was on the last show with me. I did play them. I played it twice for you.
I know. Happy New Year, everyone.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop the hangout so we won't get no background noise, no
Thank
interference.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, I had BD playing It Takes Two to Make a Thing Go Right. It makes you. That's my jam. I'm sorry. It takes two. I can sing it, but they don't want to hear it. How you doing, BD?
We got breaking news. We got breaking news. Gunman
Yeah,
fires
Betty
more than
White died.
80 shots in Philadelphia. 6 injured. 80 shots.
Oh,
God,
shots.
are you
Damn it.
serious?
These are some trifling. I'm trying to be good on my words here.
A woman who is critically injured in that set of 6 people. Newly released
Okay,
surveillance
I'm gonna
video
key him
shows
up.
lawlessness, the shootout, where more than 86
Do that again.
people are recovering from a chaotic gun battle that erupted on the streets of Germantown just last night. That includes a woman who is critically injured in that set of 6 people. Newly released surveillance video shows the lawlessness, the shootout, where more than 80 shots were fired.
Y'all know that's a stolen van.
All I got to say is, what the fuck, BD? For real, I'm sorry. Excuse my language, everyone.
That's a way to bring in the new year.
Duck and cover, everyone. For real, you gotta duck and cover, you know?
About 87 shots were fired. Both
For
community
real,
members
this
and the
shit's
police
sad.
say they do not want this trend to continue into the new year.
The gun violence needs to stop, though. It really does, because it's about to be a new year.
Surveillance video captures a hail of bullets flying through a Germantown neighborhood just before 11:30 last night. Police say around 87 shots were fired, sending 6 people to the hospital, including a 21-year-old woman shot.
That was the woman that just fell. Y'all just saw her fall.
Her in critical condition. 5 men ranging from 19 to 29 years old in stable condition. The gunfire was exchanged at the corner of Germantown Avenue and Collins Street. Police say a group of people were standing at the corner when this white van pulled up and 6 people got out, shooting at the group on the corner. Several members of the group returned fire. The initial shooters got back in the van, which was last seen traveling westbound on Germantown Avenue, with a rack on the roof and distinctive graffiti on the passenger side. Today, members from Germantown Mosque stood in solidarity, fed up with the gun violence in their neighborhood.
No doubt, it's alarming, and it appears to be more like a war zone.
It's been a violent year with a record number of homicides. City Council President Darrell Clark tells Action News everyone has a role to play in ending the bloodshed.
Stop pointing fingers. The district attorney, the police commissioner, the court system need to get their act together, right? They know what the problem is. Let's figure it out.
And police say in that Germantown shooting, the gunmen were last seen all wearing dark-colored clothing. No arrests have been made in this time. If you have any information, Philadelphia police want to hear from you. Reporting live at police headquarters, Katie Catro, Channel 6, Action News. Rick?
All right, Katie, thank you.
That's a daggone shame.
Thank you.
That's a shame. Oh, wait a minute. Hold. Let's get this one too.
The DEA is investigating after one of their agents
This from my city.
shot at last night while they were working. It happened on the west side of the city.
Merchant, this is Brittany Werner. Spoke with agents today. She has the latest details on what happened. Brittany.
Yeah, well, I'm told that agent was sitting in their car when someone came up and started shooting, attempting to kill that DEA agent. Now, this all happened near West Fayette and North Catherine Street on Wednesday night, shortly after 9 p.m. Officials say while one of their on-duty agents was sitting
It's
inside
like, damn, right? I'm sorry. This shit's like ridiculous.
But the special agent in charge
It's
of the
like,
DEA's Washington division,
I mean, where's
Baltimore,
people
said taking this attack
gonna
was
stop
very
doing this
and it's
shit?
committed to finding out who did this.
We've seen law enforcement murdered, and now we've seen an attempted murder on a law enforcement officer. And in the law enforcement community, as an American citizen, it's very troubling that what we're seeing in Baltimore. Any acts of violence against law enforcement, federal, state, or local, can't go unanswered.
Agents said they work very closely with their partners at Baltimore PD on a daily basis, and they are supporting them on their investigation into what happened last night. Brittany Werner, WMAR 2 News.
Now y'all know what that was about. Somebody knew.
Stupidity. That's what it's about. Stupidity. You stupid. Stupidity. That's all I gotta say.
Somebody knows that was a DEA agent, and they did that to scam off and make a point.
Yeah, I agree with that, BD.
But the problem is that now it's going to bring more heat.
You know, these federal agents use real people as collateral damage, you know, and it's sad. And I'm going to step back now. Excuse me. You know, these motherfuckers won't think I'm drunk. Now I'm going to get drunk. I'm going to step back, BD. Go ahead.
Check this out. This is sad. This is really sad.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Vigils and police lights everywhere in Baltimore this year. In 2021,
this how we starting off the new year.
There were 337 homicides.
Everybody just trying to process things the best.
My question, you know, don't we learn,
including 13-year-old Turner? In November, she was shot and killed in a clean Center in West Baltimore. A place
You
her
know,
mentor and Safe Streets coordinator Wayne Bruton says she loved to hang out in.
And she
no
was an angel sent from
justice,
above.
no
You know, the
peace.
lives she touched, and grateful and appreciative that I had the opportunity to meet her. You know, my family had the opportunity to meet her, so she was a big part of, part of our lives.
There have been small wins too. Just yesterday, the Bel Air Edison neighborhood celebrated 0 gun homicides this year.
Somebody needs to listen to those of us that deal with this on a day-to-day basis.
But Marvin Cheatham says places like his own home in the Matthew Henson neighborhood still need help. Cheatham says the neighborhood appealed to the city and mayor for funding, still no word. But he says homicides have nearly halved since implementing their own 29-step neighborhood crime plan a few years back.
We have suffered far more than most. And we came
You
up
know
with
what,
our
though,
BD,
some
told the
of
mayor,
these
we need
people
you to be successful. We
collect
need you to drive
money.
down crime, but you need to listen to us because we're on the street every day.
337
I
live
don't agree with
over
some of these people.
726
I
shootings in
apologize.
total. Both
I
men
think,
say they
you
can
know,
only
they
wish
cashed
for
in on
change.
it.
I hope so.
Word.
I'm gonna do my part. That's all I can do. I can do my part.
Really? Okay. Let's see him out. I'll be good right now.
726 shootings. It's only 615,000 residents of Baltimore City, and
I
337
don't
got
live in
murdered this year.
Baltimore, though, BD.
And
So,
you say you want to live here?
no, I don't.
726 shootings. We only
Fuck
got
that.
600.
Excuse my language. Nope.
You can go there
Help.
for a second. We only got
No, the fuck
615,000
no.
residents,
Excuse me.
and
It takes two to make a
726
thing go
got shot.
right. Sorry. Sorry. Nope. I don't want to live there. I'm trying to be good right now. You know, I'm probably going to go to bed here at about 15. But BD, you know, you at least I can go to sleep knowing you live in an all right place. An all right place. And
I can
I'd be happier
wait a minute.
if you lived in a good place. You hear me?
Hold on, 615,000
BD's going to
divided
calculate.
by
I don't want to
726.
know this. But okay, BD, let's go.
It,
BD's gonna make sure I know the numbers.
that means
uh,
one out
uh,
of it's 615,000 residents, right? 700
115,000
no
residents. And what number are you?
615,000. 615,000 residents, right? And
Okay, let's go.
726 were shot, right? So if you
Oh,
divide
I
that,
don't know. My neighborhood, people were shot. They hung themselves in the trees. I know. I don't. I know. I seen people hang from fucking trees. Word. I seen people kill themselves. I smoked people that died in their fucking homes. I smelt dead people.
so what this means is
So
uh,
what you say?
out of the 615,000, right? One
Um.
out of 847 Baltimore citizens is
Oh,
going to get shot.
excuse me.
Out of
I don't know. I could have got
615,000,
shot walking down the
one
street in my old hood. I
out of
don't know what you're trying to
847.
say. What you trying to say, BD? I don't know.
One shooting for every 847 residents out that
I don't know. There
615,000.
wasn't that many people in
That's
my
bad.
hood, but you could get. We had maybe 100 people in my hood, and you could get shot. You were the 50th person. You don't understand. You could have been number 49 in my neighborhood, and you could have got shot. Yeah, no. So that shit does, numbers is just number game. Numbers. You're playing the number game in neighborhoods. Come on, because I'm not even gonna go there because I don't want people to know about my past. But you hear my zapper? That was my zapper just went off, BB. Zap. I'm just saying. You can't play the number games when I don't know. I mean, I don't know what kind of number games are you trying to pull, but in my hood, I could have been shot walking down the fucking street. So I don't know. I'm glad I'm
Well,
living though. God.
well, guess what? The violence is about to pick up because look what happened.
From a Havre Grace pawn shop, and right now
So,
Maryland State Police are searching for the people.
violence
23
started.
guns.
Why, BD? Let's talk about why violence pick up.
The pawn shop.
Why would violence pick up?
This morning, multiple people went into the store,
I
smashed gun
disagree.
cases, and
It
stole
doesn't have
every
to
weapon.
pick up.
They then took off in 2 cars.
It doesn't have to pick up.
Obviously,
It's by
you know,
choice.
concerned about the brazenness of the
And I
crime.
hate white
Early
motherfuckers.
on in the
To be honest.
investigation, you know, our investigators are canvassing the scene.
Fuck you, white motherfuckers.
Witnesses.
Let me drink my fucking rum drink and sit back.
For assisting in the investigation.
Yeah.
23 guns.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
About to
some
go to
people
bed
say,
here
well,
in
so
about
what?
an hour.
So what? They stole 23 guns. Well, we just saw what happens to those guns. Criminals
You don't
buy
even
them.
have a clue what happens to guns.
And they go
You
use
have
them.
no clue, brother Derek, what happens to the guns that are on these fucking streets. You have no clue, but go ahead and guess. I'll sit back now.
Hold on a second.
I might like in this and like
I don't have to guess.
play music to bother my fucking neighbors because they all hate me anyway, right? It takes two to make a thing go right. That's what I'm gonna. Hey, hear my bug zapper? It just went off again.
I can
That
show
shit's
you
been going off.
what happened to these stolen guns.
We have some breaking news to get
I
to.
don't even give a cat care
Shooting in South LA.
because what
Multiple
they
people
do is they scratch
serious
off the
broken
fucking
on
serial
Avalon
numbers.
Boulevard. One person was shot in the
I don't
back.
even care
Others
about
were
what
beaten
happened.
red.
I don't
There were
even.
6 patients
Excuse
treated
me
in
while I
a
go get my
hospital for
macaroni
shot.
salad.
Several
Hold on.
suffered injuries from broken glass. LAPD Southeast Division is investigating right now. We will continue to monitor this situation and bring you new information as it comes in.
That's what happens to those guns. They wind up in the hands of criminals, and they go off there and they hurt people. And so what that means is they got 23 more guns to go rob
What
people.
it means is they got legal guns they can shoot at other people. You know, it's all bullshit, BD. I'm sorry. It's all this like I'm gonna be quiet because I don't want to get like flagged. Hold on.
This is New York.
Eric Stewart takes a
I'm gonna eat my macaroni salad and listen to you.
same place
Okay.
say was pushed on the platform 11 in the morning Sunday. That man pulled himself off the tracks and was taken to the hospital with a possible fractured wrist.
It's crazy.
Blah,
That's
blah,
the
blah.
thing. Things are definitely crazier.
Now a spree of subway crimes just on Sunday is causing riders red flags to go up. The most recent police say this suspect fired shots inside the East Broadway subway station last night. No one was hit. Then a 29-year-old woman was stabbed just before 8 in the morning in Tribeca at the Chambers Street station after investigators say she got into a fight with a man on the A line. He punched her in the back of the head before stabbing her in the abdomen. Then investigators say a suspect threw unidentified liquid at a train conductor at the 77th Street station in Brooklyn around 2:30 in the morning. That MTA employee was also taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay.
It's always something happening. I'm not really surprised.
I'm not sure that I'm doing anything other than knowing my surroundings, knowing what's going on around me. I mean, that's the most that you can be aware.
Investigators say the suspect who pushed the man on the tracks here in Sunset Park was caught. There are no arrests in the other 3 incidents.
They're a shame. That's why I don't use public transportation.
It is really a shame. I'm sitting out on my back patio, right? My wind chimes are going off and hearing all this crime. You know what? And it's unnecessary, you know? It really is unnecessary violence. It is. I've lived in the hood, BD, but they don't care. They don't care at all. They'll shoot you no matter what. It is what it is, I guess.
That's why you got to be careful. Breaking
Let,
news 2 hours ago.
okay, eat my macaroni salad.
First
Hold on.
Caroline Cummings was at the Mall of America moments after shoppers were told, get to a safe place.
Every month, retailers here at the Mall of America prepare for the worst with lockdown drills in case of an emergency. And on New Year's Eve, they put that practice into action after police responded to a gunshot fired on the third floor. Frightened shoppers poured out of the Mall of America after learning of a shooting right inside.
I hadn't experienced anything like this before. Sort of surreal.
Bloomington police say there was an altercation between two men and a suspect fired a single gunshot, shooting the other man in the leg. And a second man was a bystander grazed by the. Both have non-life-threatening injuries. Police say officers who were already at the mall responded in an instant, and the suspect isn't in custody.
The officers did respond within 1 minute to that victim and began to provide first aid with mall security. The mall was also put into lockdown immediately.
Shoppers hunkered down in the backs of stores for 45 minutes, waiting for word of when it was clear and what happened.
We walked out and it was on the intercom. If you're not in a safe place, find one, seek shelter.
Cousins, 12-year-old Christina and 13-year-old Kira, were visiting from Chicago to celebrate Kira's birthday. Just teenagers and separated from their uncle and father, they showed remarkable composure.
Good. I wasn't really scared because I thought of this moment randomly in my life. Just I wonder what would happen. So, I wasn't really scared. Just trying to keep calm.
But finally, Joey Jackson got to his family and they left safely.
My daughter's birthday and then Christmas, so we just came out for the, final days of shopping for 2021. And yeah, unfortunately, this happened.
All stores were already closed by 6 o'clock, but mall staff canceled their New Year's Eve celebration, refunding all guests who bought tickets to that, and they plan to open on New Year's Day with extra security in place. At the Mall of America, Caroline Cummings, WCCO 4 News.
Police say they are still trying to figure out what led to the shooting. Guns are banned at the Mall of America.
So you're trying to tell me that because of two men getting into an argument, all the New Year's celebrations got canceled because of two idiots getting into an argument and one of them pulling out a gun. And let me tell y'all, the worst way to get shot is for a bullet to go through somebody else's body and then come into yours. Ew. That means that bullet traveled through somebody else, took their DNA, blood, and then came into you. It's one thing to be shot, but damn, now you got to worry about, does that person have AIDS? Does that person have hepatitis? Does that person have COVID? Because you now have their DNA in your body. That's disgusting. What do you think, John? Hello?
It's nothing new, BD. We all share DNA anyway, so it's. I think it is disgusting, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's just gross to think it's bad enough. You don't know.
Gross.
You don't know where them bullets. How did they take care of them? Did they clean them before they put them in the gun? And so
Excuse me, nobody cares about. Let me stand back and educate you, BD. Nobody cares about bullets. If they put a bullet in a gun, no, BD. Nobody cares if the bullet is clean or not. Okay, so let's talk about fucking bullets. No, you know what? They don't even have fucking names, okay? So, these straight...
It's the same thing with a knife. Before somebody stab you, did you take care of the knife? How long the knife been in your pocket?
You're missing the point, PD.
Was you cutting your fruit with the knife before you stab somebody? Was you using the knife to work on something? and then you're gonna stab
You
somebody
know
with
what, BD? Normally I don't talk about bullets, BD.
it.
Okay.
I was just asking the question.
I get you, BD. But I never talk about bullets. If Chung Lee talks about bullets, it must be serious, right? Because Chung Lee never talks about bullets, but I really think we maybe should talk about fucking bullets, okay? Because they don't have names. And I think these people, everybody, should call out motherfuckers with fucking guns because it, next bullet might have your name. Next bullet might have your children's name. And, I'm just saying, clean up the fucking streets, okay? Let's clean them up.
I'll give you an example. There's a gang that's mostly
But
in
see,
Trenton, New
I'm just
Jersey
not
called
heard.
the
You just
Trinitarios.
heard what just happened, right?
Hold on a second.
Brother Derek just dismissed everything I said
I
to
didn't
talk
dismiss what
about
you
what
said.
he wanted
I
to.
listened to what
But
you said,
go
but
ahead,
I'm
Petey.
bringing you
Go ahead.
another point.
Go ahead, Petey.
There's a
Go
gang
ahead.
in Trenton, New Jersey called the Trinitarios, and they use machetes. They don't use guns. They use machetes. Now, every time they
I've
have
been
a
on the
gang fight,
border of
do they
war
clean
at
their machetes before they go
Mexico.
to the next fight to stab somebody? That's what I was asking you. Do they maintain and keep up their machetes? Do they make sure that it's not
I
jagged?
don't know. I've been
You
on the
know,
borderline
I'm
of
just asking
fucking
the question.
clowns. War ass Mexico. Look it up. War ass Mexico. I've been on the border of the clown posse. Okay? They look like clowns, BD. Yeah, you hear my zapper? My
Is it
zapper
Zappa?
just went off. Yeah.
All right, hold on a second. We got a bot.
Yeah.
So we got a bot. Let me take him out real
I
quick.
don't even give a fuck about fucking bots,
Well,
BD.
I'm gonna knock him out so he can't come
I'm
back. Let
about to
me
go to bed here
let me hit
soon
copy.
because
Now we can go ahead
nobody
and block
cares
him.
about Chun Lee. And they'll all be cussing me out tomorrow because of what I said in my fucking video on my live stream. It was you. You said I did. I went live for a minute or two, but I said what I need to say and I stepped the fuck off. Nobody's gonna tell me how to think, right?
Right.
And nobody's gonna tell me what I've been through was in my fucking mind and what the other person was is right. When this person's been stalking this ass, you know what I'm saying? This is like a parallel universe, okay? That shit's like, you hear my zapper? That was my zapper BD.
I'm telling
This
you, I'm
shit's
feeling very
crazy.
fortunate that my zapper don't go off the way yours
My
is.
zapper, I'll take a
I'd be
picture.
going
Did you hear it?
crazy.
It just went off again. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I'd be going
I'm
crazy.
sitting outside. It's went off like 3 times since I've been out here. That's what I say. You hear it? I'm glad I have my zapper.
I can tell you right now, if my zapper went off the way yours is, Davey would be gone. Yeah, right there.
No, I
I put
need
on
my
the curb.
zapper because I'm sitting outside. It's nice out here. It really is nice out here. But I ain't let no bitch tell me what I'm thinking is wrong. How's he gonna tell me what I'm thinking is wrong when this bitch is stalking him too? That shit is like mind blowing.
All right,
I'm not
Chung,
even
Chung,
saying
Chung.
nothing.
Please
I'm
don't
being
bring that.
good.
Don't bring that.
I'm not.
That's
Hey, let's listen to some music, B. It takes two to make a thing go right. That's my song. That is like my favorite song. Y'all excuse me. Happy New Year's.
hold on a sec.
No, I'm
Oh,
block this one.
hold on. Ava had requested a song. Ava had
Okay.
requested a song, and I forgot to play it. She requested
I hope,
Mrs.
I hope
Fairfield.
I hope nobody's mad at me. But you know what? This is my happy place. For real. For real. This Somebody
this song?
block that bot. That bot. There's a bot in the chat. They need to
I
block the
blocked him,
bot.
and I also went in there and I took his phrase.
'Cause I'm
It,
not.
it,
I'm
it
not
gave me
in the
phrase
chat
again.
right now, but I'm paying attention.
All right, this is from Ava. Ava wanted me to play this.
Which song, Petey? Oh,
Michael Jackson.
she's probably not even here no more.
In my opinion, this was the best song off of that album. Y'all might agree, y'all might not agree. All right, as promised. As promised. Come on. I hope this is the right song. Because I put your link in. I hope this is the right song. Yeah, it is.
City all night, king of the throne, yeah, we do it right. Let's fly. Don't wanna pressure when we roll out. Spread love to the world, and you know that we're so fly. You know that we're so fly. It don't really matter if you ain't got the cheddar, still fly. Don't really matter if your papa did it better, she's still fine. Don't really matter if you ain't got a job or a home, just hold on, you're still fly. Reach for the sky, fly. Run the city all night, king of the throne, yeah, we do it right. Let's fly. Don't wanna pressure when we roll out. Spread love to the world, and you know that we're so fly. And you know that we're so fly. I'm fly. Run the city all night, king of the throne, yeah, we do it right. Let's fly. Don't wanna pressure when we roll out. Spread love to the world, and you know that we're so fly. And you know that we're so fly. It don't really matter if you ain't got the cheddar, still fly. Don't really matter if I did it better, she's still fine. Don't really matter if you ain't got a job or a home, just hold on, you're still fly. Reach for the sky, it don't really matter if you ain't got the cheddar, still fly. Don't really matter if your papa did it better, she's still fine. Don't really matter if you ain't got a job or a home, just hold on, you're still fly. Reach for the sky, fly. Run the city all night, king of the throne, yeah, we do it right. Let's fly. pressure when we roll out. Spread love to the world, and you know that we're so fly. Run the city all night, king of the throne, yeah, we do it right. Let's fly. Don't want no pressure when we roll out. Spread love to the world, and you know that we're so fine.
Alrighty, that was how it be. We Are So Fly. Chung Lee's ringtone. So if y'all want to look that out. All right, since it's the New Year's, we got to mix these up now. We got to put some content in between the songs or they're going to knock us off. So you got to have content. That's why I played the news videos. And now I want to talk to y'all for a minute here. What does the Bible say about making New Year's resolutions? Well, somebody asked this question, and let's find out what the answer is. The person asked, every year I always make a long list of New Year's resolutions, but since I never keep them, I've decided this time to make just a few. Does the Bible say anything about making resolutions? The answer, yes, the Bible certainly encourages us to examine our lives and resolve to change them if necessary, although not just at the beginning of a new year, of course. The psalmist, for example, made a resolution to keep his speech pure. I have planned no evil. My mouth has not transgressed. Psalm 17:3. Why, however, do so many of our resolutions fail? Sometimes it's simply because they're not realistic. Instead, they're only wishful thinking with no way to make them actually happen. For example, you might resolve to make $1 million this year, but if you don't have any way to earn it, it probably isn't going to happen. Other resolutions fail because we aren't willing to make the sacrifices needed to reach them. But the real problem is within ourselves, within our hearts and minds. We'd all like to be better people, but no matter how hard we try, we find ourselves tripped up by our own moral failures and weaknesses. Even the Apostle Paul experienced this. He says, I have a desire to do what is good, but I cannot carry it out. Romans 7:18. What's the solution? The solution is to turn to God, confessing our sins to Him, and seeking His help to live the way we should. Begin the new year by turning to Jesus Christ and inviting Him into your life. Then ask Him to help you become the person He wants you to be. This is what Paul did, and that's why he can say, I can do all of this through Him who gives me strength. Philippians 4:13. Begin the new year with Christ. What does the Bible say about New Year's Day? Christianity is all about new beginnings. 2 Corinthians 5:17 says it wonderfully. If anyone be in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has gone and the new has come. Through the power of God, you and I can be forgiven and begin a new life. Forgiveness always brings newness for the Christian. Every day can be a new year type of day. Technically, New Year's Day is no different from any other day in the sense that it's a 24-hour period marked by the rotation of the earth around the sun. But holidays can be significant, both culturally and biblically. With the arrival of 2016, I thought it would be interesting to take a look at New Year's Day in the Bible. Although we don't see the words New Year's Day in the pages of Scripture, we do see the phrase, the first day of the first month. Interestingly, we see it 8 times. The number 8 in the Bible is often associated with new beginnings. God created the world in 6 days. He rested on the seventh, and then on the eighth day, a new beginning occurs as the cycle repeats. There was 8 people on the ark with Noah. Circumcision occurred on the eighth day. It is possible to read too much into numbers in the Bible, but any good Bible student can see that certain numbers do have significance, among them 7, 12, and 40. For example, the Israelites wandered in the desert for 40 years. Jesus was tempted for 40 days. There are 12 tribes of Israel. Jesus had 12 disciples. God created the world in 6 days and rested on the seventh. The number seven, which is the number of completion, appropriately occurs over and over in the book of Revelations. If nothing more, the first day of the month, occurring 8 times in Scripture, points us to God, to the God of the new beginnings. Here are 8 New Year Day occurrences in the Bible. And it came to pass in the 601st year, in the first month, the first day of the month, that the waters were dried up from the earth, and Noah removed the covering of the ark and looked, and indeed the surface of the ground was dry. The first New Year's Day mentioned in Scripture is referring to Noah's 601st birthday. He was on the ark. The water had begun receding. It was time to remember God's faithfulness. The first thing Noah did when he got off the ark was to build an altar. That's worship. As you begin the new year, remember that God is and always will be faithful, and so you should worship him. Here's number 2. On the first day of the month, you shall set up the tabernacle of the tent of meeting. Exodus 40:42. In Exodus 1, God's people were slaves. By the end of Exodus, they were a free people, and God told them to set up a tabernacle, a place to meet with him. Our tabernacle today is our quiet time. It is that time that we take to get away and meet with God. Like the Israelites, we were slaves and we have been set free. Set up a tent of meeting in your life, a daily time of meeting with God. The third New Year's Day mentioned in the Bible occurred just a few verses later. And it came to pass in the first month of the second year of the first day of the month that the tabernacle was raised up. Exodus 40:17. It took God's people a long time to get the tabernacle set up. Maybe it's taken you a long time to get a place of meeting set up in your life. You have tried and tried, but you failed. Dear saint, the Lord loves you. Continue on, as by his grace, don't give up. He wants to spend time with you. Get a plan and seek him first. Remember, God is faithful. We at times will be faithless. Our right standing with God is not based on our performance. It is not based on how successful we are in our quiet time. Our right standing with God is based on him. It's based on the cross. It's based on how much he loves us. Here's number 4. Now they began to sanctify on the first day of the first month, and on the 8th day of the month, they came to the vestibule of the Lord. So they sanctified the house of the Lord in 8 days, and on the 16th day of the first month, they finished. 2 Chronicles 29:17. This, of course, is an event during the reign of King Hezekiah. King Hezekiah's dad, King Ahaz, was a man who was increasingly unfaithful to the Lord, the Bible says. Tragically, that he had encouraged more decline in Judah. We even read that King Ahaz would sacrifice his own children by burning them in the fire. So when he died, his son Hezekiah became king and had a big mess to clean up. The house of God was in ruin. In 2 Chronicles 29, we have the account of his reign. One of the first things he did was to repair the doors of the house of the Lord. He made God's house a priority. He made a resolution. It wasn't a resolution to lose weight, to get fit, or get organized. His resolution was to enter into a covenant with the Lord. Now it is in my heart to make a covenant with the Lord God of Israel, that his fierce wrath may turn away from us. 2 Chronicles 20:19. It is in my heart could also be translated, I am fully resolved. His New Year's resolution was to lead his people back into a relationship with the Lord. He is saying, let's make God's house a priority. Let's get back to worshiping together as a family and as a nation. Let's dust off our Bibles. Let's commit to a church. Let's restore worship in our lives. If this is a commitment you need to make as well, one of the best ways to give God a priority in your life is to give his people, the church, a priority in your life. With Hezekiah, we see a new year beginning a focus on sanctification and restoration in the Lord's house. The new year for Ezra meant taking advantage of a new ministry opportunity. On the first day of the month, he began his journey from Babylon, and on the first day of the 5th month, he came to Jerusalem, according to the hand of his God upon him. For Ezra had prepared his heart to seek the law of the Lord, and to do it, and to teach his statutes and ordinances in Israel. Ezra 7:9-10. God's people messed up again. Because of their sin, they were taken captive to Babylon. After 70 years, the way was open for them to go back to Jerusalem. Thousands of Israelites had already moved back. Ezra was a priest, a scribe, and a teacher. Finally, in 458 BC, he packs up and joins them in Jerusalem. He probably had a great ministry in Jerusalem. It's interesting to me that he left on the first day of the first month. It was a time of change. Maybe in the new year, God is calling you to change how you are serving Him. With change often comes a new passion, new ideas, and stronger commitments. If your service to God has become stale, don't stop serving. Maybe it's time for a change. Pray about it and talk to a leader at your church. By the first day of the month, they finished questioning all the men who had taken pagan wives. Ezra 10:17. In Ezra chapter 9, we see that the people made some bad decisions regarding their marriages. This affected Ezra so much that he fasted and prayed and tore his garments. Listen to a part of his prayer. Oh my God, I am too ashamed and humiliated to lift my face up to you, my God, for our iniquities have risen higher than our heads, and our guilt has grown up to the heavens. Ezra 9:6. He is weeping and praying and so grieved that the people had made these terrible marital choices. Here's an application for us. For those who are married, as we go into a new year, ask yourself this question: is there anything you can do to improve your marriage? If you're not sure about the answer of that question, ask your spouse. And it came to pass in the 27th year in the first month, on the first day of the month, that the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Ezekiel 29:17. Ezekiel was a prophet. It was his job to hear from the Lord and take the message to God's people. Have you ever heard from the Lord? I don't mean hearing God's voice audibly. Have you ever heard to him speak to you from his word or his still small voice as you pray? God, who at various times and in various ways spoke in time past to the fathers by the prophets, has in these last days spoken to us by his Son. Hebrews 1 to 2. 1 to 2. Do you know that God can speak to you? The primary way that God speaks to us today is through the Bible. Are you being encouraged by the Lord? His word is speaking to you. We live in a day and age where there are so many books, sermon, article, videos, and podcasts, but all of these things can squelch the voice of the Lord. The word of the Lord came to Ezekiel, no doubt because he was listening. And this new year, let's make sure we take time to listen to the Lord. The last time we see New Year's Day mentioned in the Bible is in the book of Ezekiel. Thus says the Lord, in the first month, on the first day of the month, you shall take a young bull without blemish and cleanse the sanctuary. Ezekiel 45:18. For every picture in the Old Testament, there's a principle in the New Testament. And this picture of a bull being sacrificed is a reminder that Jesus shed his blood to provide forgiveness for our sins. All through Old Testament, God's people were supposed to offer animals as sacrifices, reminding the people that without the shedding of blood, there could be no forgiveness of sin. There is no greater sacrifice than that of Jesus. He laid down his life for us. He came that we might be forgiven. Let every new year, for the rest of our lives and all eternity, carry it with the reminder that Jesus died for our sin. The greatest sacrifice, the greatest joy, the greatest message is that of forgiveness. With it comes a new beginning. May you have a great year in Jesus. Why are you playing that song when I'm back, when I'm hitting the back button? It's still playing the song. Y'all understand? Somebody trying to get us flagged off of here. We already played that song. Why is it coming back? So alrighty. It's 2:47 in the morning. Happy New Year's, everybody. I'm going to go in here and fry me some chicken. And I'm going to go watch me some TV. And of course, it's late, so I can't turn it up loud. So I'm going to have to have it low, but whatever. That's why this insomnia is terrible, because it got me up when everybody sleep. If I want to enjoy my new sound system, I got to be up when everybody's up, not be up when everybody's sleep. So this is a way of keeping me from enjoying my sound system. is to have me up at night when I can't crank it. No, thank you, Chung Lee, because I'm going to go ahead and fry these leg thigh quarters, and I wouldn't have them if it wasn't for you. I don't know what I'd be eating. So thank you. You ready to go get my grease on. But just gotta make it till Monday. And like I said, the New Year's here. We got the new now supposedly with this new healthcare program, they were supposed to send me a card. They supposed to send me a Visa card or a MasterCard, whatever. They're supposed to send me a debit card. They're supposed to have $90 on it. So it's the first of the month. The plan starts today. Where's my card? They were supposed to send me a card and I can use it to pay for my prescriptions or use it to buy healthy food. It was supposed to be here. Oh, where is it? You know. You said, thank you, BD. I've been eating off the bones. Oh, yeah, you eating ribs. Ribs and macaroni salad. Well, I'm going to go ahead and fry. They had a pack of, pack of, leg thigh quarters. You know, it's the leg and thigh. They haven't separated them. And it's usually four in the pack and they usually four something. But one of them's really small. So it was only 367. So I grabbed it. So I know we can eat two. I might just eat one piece tonight and then save a piece for tomorrow. And then Sunday I might eat one piece in the evening and then eat one piece for Monday morning. But trust, 6 o'clock Monday morning, we gonna be at the market. Trust, 6 o'clock first thing Monday morning, we gonna be at the market, and we bringing the trailer, and we gonna load up. I'm gonna just load up for the first. Well, that'd be the third. We had to get 7 days worth of food. You know, pay the rent, pay the electric, pay the phone bill. But until the food stipend come on the 10th. And I don't know what it is because we're getting a 5.9% raise from Social Security. So I don't know how that's gonna affect my food stipend. So we gotta be conscious of that. Um, Now technically that 5.9% is only $55. It's only $55. So but that $55 takes me to the G mark. So I thought I'd never live to be able to receive $1,000, and I made it. I know people that have been on SSI for years; they still only get something. So, but I know people who also have better jobs than I did, and they receive 1,300, 1,400. Well, I'm coming. I'm coming. So at least we hitting the G, and that's a good thing and a bad thing. It's going to knock me out of several programs that I enjoy. It's going to knock me out of them because I'm in a high pay scale, and some of them it's not going to affect. But I live for the day when my rent is only half of what I get. I'm looking for that day. Will I live long enough to see it? Will I live long enough to see it? Because right now my rent is $670 every month, and you take $670 from a G, That's $330. So 330 and 330. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Yeah, 335 and 335 is 670. So, will I live? Will I live long enough? Because 670 and 670 is 6 and 6 is 12, 13. That's 1370. So, will I live long enough to reach a monthly check of 1370? Will I live to see it? That's my next goal. My first goal was to live long enough to see a file. Now it's time to increase the odds. Now we want to get to a place where the rent is only half. So it took from 2016 to get from 876 to a G. So now, can we hit 1300? So it took 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. It took 5 years to hit a G from 876. So that's 114. No, that's $124. So it took 5 years to raise to get to 1,000. How many years is it going to take? Because that would be, you take another 5 years, that would put us at 11, 1126. So it would take another 5 years to go from 1126 to go to 12, 1252. So 10 years won't do it. Unless we get a big increase, it won't do it. So I might not live long enough to see, I might not live long enough to see they hit 1340. It's going to take about 12 years, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Can I live another 12 years? It's going to take another 12 years to hit so that my check will be half my rent. And then I won't need the food stipend anymore. Another 10 years. Well, I'm going to be here every day fighting. And now that I got my sugar down, my blood pressure is down. Y'all know my blood pressure used to be 180 over something. Now it averages 130 over something. My weight used to be 320, 330. Now I'm averaging 275. My blood sugar used to be in the 400s. They were saying I was going to lose my eyes, I was going to lose my legs. And now we keep it under 150. These are the changes that we made in 2021. Eating healthy costs more. It's putting me in a hole. But the results, you can't deny. Look at me in the mobilized now and look at me at past mobilized. Look in the past. Plenty of videos up. Hundreds of them. Look at the size difference. When I came out of the hospital in September, look at how I have dramatically decreased. Look at me out there riding on the bike. Every time you see the camera go side to side, you know I'm peddling. I'm peddling when I don't have to because I want to exercise. So now, my job in 2022 is to get this grill fixed. And it all starts on Monday. It all starts on Monday. I got to find somebody in this area that works with this new insurance, and we get started. So, for those of you that's been following my travels, as you seen me try to cheat the system, try to eat the wrong thing, and then a couple days before it's time to go see a doctor, all of a sudden I straighten up. That don't work. It doesn't work. I tried it. It doesn't work. Cheating does not work. Okay? Your body lies on you. See, you might be able to think you can clean everything up in a couple days and go in there, but they got ways of going back to see what you done, you know. So you think you going there, well, hey, look at me today. Nah, that's not what you was last week, according to these numbers here. Like, how you know? And see, I was doubling up on the medicine in the days before I went in. I actually had doubled up on the medicine before I went out. And that's part of the reason why I wound up in the hospital, trying to cheat the system. I thought, well, if I double up on the medicine, then I should be all right. See, that medicine helped put me in a daggone hospital trying to cheat. So we learned you can't cheat the system. You got to do it the right way. And I hope that some of y'all that might be cheating right now, that might not be doing what you're supposed to be doing, I hope that woke you up. Use my experience as the foundation for you to get yourself together. If you know you're supposed to be doing something for your health and you're not doing it because you don't feel like it, because it's uncomfortable, because it slug you down from what you want to do, it might be a nuisance to you. Don't wind up like me and wind up in the hospital. I was there. Hey, Chong, hold on a second.
You sit with me because these are some crazy motherfuckers out here, and I'm locked in my patio. Don't get me twisted. Listen to this shit. I'm not like indulging outside of my patio. Yeah, I just want somebody to be with me if some crazy shit happens. You hear me? So I'll be quiet now. Just be here with me, cause I'm kind of, cause I almost unlocked the lock. Okay, listen, you're a crazy ass Beth over there, psychotic. Fuck, I'm being good right now, brother Derek. And I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm being good. But you hear these psychotic? I'll be quiet. Listen. Just listen. They're being quiet now, but I'm just saying. I need you to be with me, BD, because I'm really at my best behavior right now. I listen. I almost unlocked this back door, and I didn't. God told me not to unlock this back door because I beat a bitch up in a heartbeat. And listen to this shit. They're
It's
out
the New
there.
Year. It's the New Year's.
These
Forget them people.
crazy ass bitches don't care about the fucking New Year, BD.
All right. Well,
Listen,
Chung Lee,
listen.
can you do
I'll
me a
be
favor?
quiet. Listen,
No. I
listen.
want you to do me a
Just
favor. You listen.
listen.
No, you listen. Do me a favor. Hit me up on the Hangouts. I'll stop the show and go ahead and start cooking
Oh,
my
I
chicken,
hope you're not mad at
and
me,
I can
but
talk to
I,
you.
I just need help because
No, I was getting ready to get
listen,
off anyway,
listen,
but you don't need to be live right
just
now. You can
listen.
talk to me.
No,
Call me on the Hangouts. Call me on the
listen,
Hangouts.
just listen. I will beat these bitches up. Listen.
I hear the people, but are they talking about you? I heard somebody say, "Let's take the dog and go poop."
I ain't scared of no fucking clowns either.
Stop talking to them. Stop
So why
talking about
you're
them.
here?
And go on back in the house.
Nope. I can't see them. I'm in my patio. Listen to these bitches. I'm just need your help right now. That's all I need. You guide me through this, Beauty. Listen to this shit. This is crazy. I pay $1,000 a month to hear the bullshit like this. I like the fireworks. I don't lie about that. But these bitches, I will like put in their place. I gotta stay in my like lock. I have a locked patio, so I gotta stay in my. Listen to this shit. This is crazy. This ain't me. You know this, right? Listen to this shit. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to get mixed up in nothing.
Well, then you should go in the house and leave them people alone. You're
I
gonna be
no
good. Yeah. See, you're gonna say
no.
no.
I
You're gonna
don't
say
think I
no.
need. No, I'm not going to my house, and I'm not doing nothing wrong. They can't even see me. I'm on my back porch, but these bitches are fucking being fucking loud.
They
That's what
can't
I'm
see you,
saying.
but they can hear you.
I don't give a fuck, Beady. I'll hang up with you. I'll be good.
No, you don't have to hang up. What I'm saying is that I don't want
No, but I
nobody
might
to come
unlock this
kicking that
gate.
patio door because all of us
No,
listening
I
right
might.
now
No, I already
don't
got
nobody
my
know where you
keys.
are. We can't help
I
you.
might unlock this gate and beat the fuck out these bitches. I don't like this shit. I don't even know what they doing. I don't care what they doing, but they being loud as fucking being disrespectful for the people that live here. That's all I gotta say. And I'll be quiet now.
I have one question for you, dear.
Hmm.
Don't you live in an apartment complex?
No, why you do that? Don't tell
Why do
people
what?
where.
No, I'm just
No,
asking you. Okay, well,
no.
is there anybody else
I live
that's
in a
outside
house,
saying
baby.
something to the people? Is there anybody
I
else
live
out
in
there?
a house. I have a
Is,
patio,
I asked
but
you, was any of your neighbors out there fussing at the people?
I'm not fussing at anybody. Want me to take a picture and share it with you?
No,
I'm
well, you did
like
fuss at them.
to
You know, you.
myself right
I heard
now.
you say, "I'm not
You're
no clown, bitches."
disrupting my peace of fucking mind right now, BD. I'm not bothering nobody right now. But if I'm paying to live here, right? Who are these motherfuckers to come up like disres- disrespecting my fucking peace? But I'm not like unlocking this gate and going fussing at them. But don't think I won't say something to them. But they quiet the fuck up when I said told them to be the fuck. I told them to shut the fuck up, and they shut the fuck up, didn't they? And that's word.
Alrighty. You
I'm
deal with
just
it.
saying.
You deal with it
I'll
the way
go.
you see
I know I'm
and I'll
about to
be here
play
to support
some.
you.
No, when you go to bed, I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna play some bad about it. Anyway, it doesn't
I'm an
matter.
insomniac. I don't know when I'm going to bed. It's 3 in the morning,
And
and
I've been,
shit, I'm
you
wide
know
awake.
what? I'm gonna be awake until in the morning, and I go to sleep early most of the time. But I ain't no letting no bitch control my fucking life. Point blank. Period. As True Freeman says. I hate to say that like him, but that's fucking word. Point blank. Period. No,
But I know
I am who I am. Fucking am. And I ain't gonna let nobody control me. Period. Because I've been in the cult. Fuck a cult. I almost unlocked this back door. I'm glad that you were here, and you really kept me from unlocking this back door. I'm on a patio with like a fence. I have a padlock on this patio. Okay? You kept me from because if I open up this patio, I tell these bitches, you know, I'm not somebody that hides behind a YouTube channel. I am a real life somebody that will tell you to fuck off, you know. So, uh, thank you, BD. And they heard me too because they shut the fuck up, didn't they? Word. That's
all right.
word.
I'm gonna end this live
Okay.
stream, but I want you to call me on the Hangouts, and I'm
No,
gonna talk to you while I'm cooking.
I don't know if you want to talk to me while you're cooking, but I'm gonna listen to music. This computer's about to die, and I'm about to listen to some gangster rap. I'm gonna stay awake as long as I want to tonight and say, "Fuck these bitches." But anyway, BD, I'll talk to you later.
Don't unlock that patio door, and you have a great night. Happy New Year's, dude.
I almost unlocked. No, you heard this shit right tonight. Is it something wrong with me? Because Beth, shut the fuck up, is what I got to say. That psycho fucking, she's a psycho fucking bitch. And I ain't scared of psycho bitches because I will. Anyway, we'll talk about that later, BD. I ain't scared of no fucking bitches. That's where people underestimate me. I am really not scared of no fucking bitches online or offline. But I'll step off and I'll be respectful.
So alrighty,
Word.
y'all, and I'm going to step off too. I'm gracious that I was able to wake up, and even though we
Thank
came
you,
on,
BD. Happy New Year! Sorry.
so I was able to come bring in the new year with y'all, and I hope that it is a better new year. I know that physically I'm in better shape. I can get around better. Hopefully, financially, I'll be in better shape. And I'm looking forward to 2022. I still would like to reach I want to hit 260 pounds. And I'm hovering between 270 and 275. I'm trying to set that goal of hitting 260 because the lighter I am, the faster I go on the bike. That's how I'm looking at it. The lighter I am, the less work the bike got to do to get me up these hills. So I'm trying to get down in weight so that I can fly around. I don't know what's going on with the apartment downstairs. The guy hasn't said anything, but he said that somebody that's in the basement, and it wasn't the person in. I thought it was the girl that lived in the basement in this building. It's somebody in the other building that's in the basement, and Right now, it's up to them whether or not they want the apartment. Hopefully, God will make them not want it, and I'll be able to get the apartment. If not, then I'm stuck, and I had to start looking for another place to stay. Because right now, I can carry the bikes up and down the steps. 5 years from now, will I be able to do that? 10 years from now, will I be able to do that? Y'all understand? Now, I like my apartment that I have now. I love it, and I'm going to lose some space when I go downstairs. But I'll be able to not have to worry about carrying stuff up and down the steps. That to me is a blessing because I shouldn't be going up and down steps with a pacemaker and a bad knee. But God got a plan. He has a plan. And the fact that two places on the first floor were open and after being cheated out of 6 other different apartments. If this is where God wants me right now, that's where He wants me. So we had to see what He got planned. You never know. A first floor apartment might pop up in a better building or something that I wasn't even looking at. You don't know what God got planned for you. All you can do is keep your ears open and your eyes open and keep your nose to the ground and try to stay knowledgeable and just wait and see. Because I already know if I do go downstairs, I'm going to lose 2 feet in the dining room. I'm going to lose it because I'm going to lose it. But I'll gain another window. I'll be able to see the front of the building. So we had to see. It's good things, it's bad things. So we had to see what God got planned. I don't know what's coming up in 2022, but I'm fortunate that I'm still here to be able to see it. All right, before we go, somebody asked me to play this song. So let's see if we can play it without YouTube getting in our butt. Let's see if we can play this song. You know you're wrong for this. I ain't gonna say nothing. Just deal with it. All right, paste and go. All right, that was Otis Redding. All righty, y'all. It's 3:19 in the morning. Happy New Year's to everybody. Thanks to Chung Lee, Nia, Ava J, Snazzy, and anybody else that came by that didn't say anything. Happy New Year's. And I look forward to another year of entertaining y'all. So I say good night to y'all. I hope that y'all had a good New Year's. And thank you for helping me bring in the new year. As Nia would say, see you soon. As Chong Lee would say, don't leave the house without the wasp spray. As I say, I'll see y'all tomorrow. We got our first Saturday sermon of the new year. Even though I kind of gave you one tonight, but we got a Saturday sermon coming tonight. And I can't stay up too late. I'm not going to be able to get up and give it to you. So y'all have a good night. I will talk to you later. Chung, hit me up on the Hangouts. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for watching. We out. Peace, everybody.